Hello, everybody, and welcome to kind of a weird, not part of the usual regularly scheduled programming video from me. Uh, I am going to attempt to speedrun this game. Now, here's the thing you gotta know about me, just in case anyone other than my buddy finds this video, is I am not a speedrunner. Alright? Needs to be said. I've never done speedrunning in my life. Ever. The closest I ever came to speedrunning is if, like, sometimes a game would have, like par time, like racing games would have, like, certain times to beat, or, like, a game might have, like, some platinum games have, like, grade you on time, and I would try to, like, get good times to get a platinum rank. That's close as I've ever come to speedrunning. Beyond that, I've just never done it. It never really interested me. The funny thing is, a lot of things about speedrunning interest me. I've seen every video from Carl Jobs, and I've seen every video from Summoning Salt. The actual, like, progression and, like, the tricks people find and whatnot, that stuff interests me. It does. But, like, to give you an idea, and when I say this, I want to make it very clear that I don't mean it in a negative way. I don't mean it in a hateful way. I know that when I say this, it does come across seeming kind of hateful, but it really is not meant that way. It's just the best way of explaining, the kind of rift of, like, how I feel about speedrunning. Is I'll watch a Carl Jobs video and I'll be fascinated with, like, all the little tricks they found and, like, all the little exploits, and then he'll get to these parts where he goes, and then on March 20th of 19 Derby Doo, so and so would achieve this run, and then it shows a run, and at that point my eyes kind of glaze over and I just wait for that part to be over. So that should give you kind of an idea. And I don't mean that negatively. I know that, like, that's actually, like, I've seen comments people say that's, like, the parts that get them really hype. And that's fine. It's just not what, you know, is super interesting to me. Now, although I'm not a speedrunner, the reason I'm speedrunning this game is, one, I absolutely fucking love this game. It's become one of my all-time favorite games, and I recently finished it. This video will go out long before the videos of me finishing it, but that's fine. Now, also, I don't know why I'm collecting fruit. Just force a habit. You're running along, and you see the thing, you want to grab it. Anyway, even though I'm not a speedrunner, I did also see that the record for this game is like 20 minutes or some shit. And I'm gonna be doing the wrong warp style of speedrunning, not the zip style of speedrunning. I know those are two different categories, and they are categorized differently like that because the zip one is very hardware dependent, which is a bit ironic for reasons that we'll get into in a little bit. Also, in case you're wondering, and it should be obvious, this commentary is recorded live as I'm playing, which probably is not the way I should have been doing it, but whatever. Now, although I'm not a speedrunner, my best friend David is a speedrunner. Or he was. He's really into it, and he was really into it for a long time, and I don't know, like, he hasn't done it lately. I think just because... I'm assuming it's mostly because games like Sea of Thieves and Dead by Daylight has kind of consumed his life. Poor guy. Or maybe he's still recovering from that Outlast speedrun. See, he did a he did a speed run with um let's see here. He did a speed run of Outlast, the first one, on Insane, meaning that once he died, he had to start from the beginning. And he was on a great pace, and then he died at literally the last possible feasible second that you could die. Like, literally the last frame of the game that you could possibly die at, he died. And that was devastating, and to this day it breaks my heart that he doesn't still have that footage. Now, I don't know if I don't think it was a choke, I believe y'all call it. It was just bad RNG or something. But anyway, hey, you stop that right now. That said, give me a second here. I've got a notebook open telling me exactly where to go. do 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 do. Now I want you to know that attempting this speedrun has been kind of a nightmare for me. Because one, I had to, I was watching through some videos detailing like the routes and stuff and everything. And so I started doing it. Started doing it. And then I'd say about 2 hours into my work of just, watching a bit of the video, writing down what to do, and then attempting it. About that far in, I can't remember exactly what it was that happened, but something wasn't working the way it was supposed to be working. And I did the Googles, and it turned out that I can't speedrun on the version that I'm on. Ah, shit, you get out the fucking door. Alright. We're going over here. Now, I'm on a PS4. And I thought that perhaps my speedrunning days were over pretty much as soon as they'd started. Because apparently some stuff got changed in the patch. In the patchy doos. So, fucking hell. Hold on. Fucking wind. Trying to flip my page. Trying to fuck up my times. I was on world record pace here. So, I was looking up how the fuck I could possibly my PlayStation back to the version that it was before. The version that's needed for the shit to work. And I found a way. I had to use a proxy server and do some doodle bopping. I had to first delete the game, so I backed up my save and deleted the game, and then I had to use a proxy server thingy to get it to download the patch 1.02 instead of 1.0. Which is fine. Issue is I don't have internet. I have a phone with shitty connection. And I'm using like a third party program to get like infinite um uh infinite whatever. Now here's the thing. I know in the guide I watched, he only grabbed a few of these, but I didn't think to write down which ones he grabbed, so I'm just grabbing all of them. There was only 4 that he grabbed that like were like the higher end ones that were needed. I think that's it. Is that all of them? Nope. There we go. Okay. That's fine. I'm poisoned, but I should be able to... to deal with that shortly. Theoretically, I should. So I'm on a crappy connection that basically makes me like just downloading an 8 gigabyte patch would take like I don't know, like an hour. Not an hour. What the fuck am I saying? Okay, this isn't part of the speed run. This isn't part of the strats. This is going to cut into my time. I'm going to quickly rest here to get rid of my poison. No, leave me alone. No, no. No. Later. We'll do that later. Hopefully that doesn't fuck up. I'm supposed to go to the round table hold later. But I'm assuming it shouldn't fuck anything up. Because, like, it would be the same... Like, when I get to the point of the speed run that I'm supposed to go, I can just then talk to her and... Yeah. Anyway. I'm on a shitty phone connection. That, like, to download... Like a full 8 gigabyte patch probably take about 8 hours. Which is bad enough, but usually when I'm trying to download big patches, I just let it go overnight. Problem is, the proxy program I'm using, and maybe there was a different one, but the guide I found mentioned this one. Maybe there's a different one. I don't know. But it's like a trial thing. It's a 30-day trial, which is fine because I only plan on using it for this one thing. But the other problem with it being a trial is that, like, it closes itself after 30 minutes. Which I don't really think is a great way to do your trial because, like, someone might need to use it for longer than that. And I feel like, I don't know, this is just me, but I feel like if they can't test out how well it works in like long-term use, that might affect whether or not they want to buy it. So just saying. So basically I had to babysit it, and every 30 minutes I had to start it back up and continue the download. But anyway, after all that nightmare, I finally got the I finally got it. So woohoo on that, I guess. Woo, fucking who. Do 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 do. Now, there are a few parts in the speed run where um where I'm not doing exactly what's in the speed run. That's because the speed run person I think was playing on PC because their load times were much faster than mine, which is why I think speed runs like usually cut load times out of their times or something. I don't know. But there was like when I got that sacred tier, um, he used a memory of grace to get back up to that side of grace because it's quicker than going around the cliff. For me, it wouldn't be quicker than going around the cliff because of my load times. Just fine. It's not necessary, but I'm gonna activate this side of grace because this next part isn't perfect for me. Like it sometimes I can get it first try, sometimes it takes me a few times, and if it no worky, then that's one less load screen we gotta go through. And I'm also gonna send you back down. I feel like those are things that like once you obviously once you get like really good at the game, which I'm not. Like, I think that's pretty clear. Then I'm not good at this game. I mean, I've only put 130 hours into it, but what's that? That guy always tries to grab me, but I think he's never that guy's never managed to grab me, even though he tries every time. So I think he's just. I think the animation gives you enough time. There's a guy back. Yeah, there. Yep. Yep. I forgot about that. I'm gonna confess that I forgot about that. Or that I didn't, but this is kind of funny. I've practiced this like a dozen times, and the most that's ever hit me is once. Like one time that like a few times that like would nick me like one time. So I don't know. I think it's because I don't know. I didn't swallow them. I didn't swallow them. I don't like that word. Sounds like I'm saying swallow them. But that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's not like I'm desperately trying to see if I can manage to get this done under the 1 hour recording limit of the PlayStation. No. It's fine. You take all the deaths you want, sir. I usually let my stamina recharge at the grave. And then sometimes he just doesn't shoot it at all. It's weird. It's really fucking inconsistent. Okay, and then this is the part that I always fuck up. Or, well, it's not that I always fuck it up. It's that they just don't do what they're supposed to do. They don't do what they're supposed to do. I don't think I could ever be a speedrunner. Like, I really don't think I'd ever be able to do that. I don't care how big my audience was. I don't care how much money I was making off of it. I've seen like Minecraft speedrunning, like mostly through like, Carl Jobs talking about that dream scandal thing. But like through that I've like got like an understanding of like how the speedrun works with like the trading and stuff. And honestly, like the amount of RNG that you gotta fucking bash your face against in speedrunning, I don't think I'd ever like 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 speedrunning something like Mario 64. That doesn't seem like there's any RNG in that. And I've seen a lot of videos about Mario 64 speedrunning. There doesn't seem to be any RNG in that. It seems to be all based on your executions and whatnot. I could handle that. I'm not saying I'd be good at it. I don't have the reflexes to ever be good at something like that. I think, unfortunately, like I talked about this before, it's an unfortunate truth that I just don't have good reflexes. I think it comes down to three things. One, I'm just not someone that has good reflexes. Two, uh, I am getting older. I'm in my mid-30s. And three, I never really trained my reflexes just because, I've never really gotten into the kind of games that do train your reflexes. Like competitive shooters and stuff. Okay, could you please do what I want you to do? That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. I think, okay, that one I will admit was my fault. I got the grab, but I wasn't even remotely as close to the edge as I was supposed to be. So I will admit that one's my bad. That death's on me. That death's on me. I think we're still on world record pace though. I think we might be able to clutch this. Point, I feel like it would be quicker to just run through the level and get down there the normal way. I really like part of me really wants to like after this like just run from here to there the regular way you're supposed to go because I do think it's probably a lot quicker. I think it's only like a few like a few rooms. I don't know if there was like any bosses in between that I forgot about or anything. Imagine being so bad at speedrunning that even that like so bad at like the shortcuts that it would actually be quicker to just play the game. That's how bad I am at speedrunning. It would be my speed run's going to be slower than my 130 episode playthrough of the game itself. I'm ushering in a new era of speedrunning. I call it slow running. Funny thing, the speedruns that impress me the most aren't really the ones that use like tons of glitches and stuff. Like it's more about like the endurance. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got the grab correctly. Now we just gotta jump on this fucking thing. Okay. This is the chance that I used to swap out my gear. The video I used didn't mention it until way later, but he did say you could probably do it sooner. But like, so I just picked a spot to do it. And then I don't know, I don't think there's any other points in the speed run that I need my bow. I think I just needed it for those two balloons. So... Alright. But yeah, I unequipped my, my, hey, that is not cool. Alright? I'm trying to do a thing here, and you're fucking it up, sir. I'm trying to do a thing. I really don't like... You know, they're very inconsiderate, the enemies in these games, you know? I imagine that, like, for, like, a lot of people, there's, like, what enemies are considered, like, frustrating, what enemies are considered bullshit, what enemies are considered annoying, probably changes drastically when you're speedrunning. I imagine that's the thing. Like, I imagine there's some enemies that, to, like, a casual player, is, like, nothing. Okay, that was lucky. Because sometimes he gets activated and starts coming at you, and sometimes he just doesn't. And it seems kind of random to me. Because, like, I've tried taking, like, the widest path possible, and there's just sometimes that he just gets activated and starts coming at you. So, I don't know. Alright, if I die here, I die here. I haven't died to this guy once, but this will be the time that I do. None of my attempts at this did I die to him, because I'm usually able to dodge that one attack that he gets in on you. Okay, okay, this isn't good. I just had to open my big fat ugly mouth is what I had to do. That's what I had to do. I had to open my big honking mouth. I had to open it and go wop 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 wop. You ever open your big ugly mouth and it just goes wop 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 wop. That was actually kind of annoying because, like, here's the thing. I know this isn't really something I can prove because I don't have, like, any of the other, like, attempts, like my training and stuff. I don't have it recorded or anything. But he never followed me up there that quick. Never. Never. Yeah, I think the best way to do this is going to be to bait him down here. There we go. And also, I've already got the bridge activated, so we're good on that. We're good on that. Now, this is the part, one of the parts that I have the most trouble with. So let's see if I can actually get it. Nope. There we go. And then if I line up between the chain and the edge, I can fail miserably. The guy in the video I watched didn't actually explain any of this, but if I jump at this one onto this one, and then I line up between the chain and the edge, that's how I'm most usually able to get it. I do imagine like for like legit speedrunners, like people that actually know what they're doing, this is probably like, it's probably parts like this that they probably like even. Why am I not still running? Why does he stop running at that point? Why is he not running anymore? He usually continues running when he gets on that. There we go. Okay. Alright. Alright. Let's get this. Oh my god, you are... You know, I failed this a lot, but never this many times in a row. It's that performance anxiety, I tell you. It's that fucking performance anxiety. It's getting to me. There we go. No! Get the item! That was lucky, because sometimes he does a throw. Like, he does a thing of throwing his thing, and that can get you even when you're in the... Like, I got into the doorway and a little bit down the stairs once, and he still got me. Alright. Alright, okay. Here, down here. I fucked it up the ass like a boss. I thought it. See, I thought I was being. No, here's the thing. Hear me out. Hear me out. Just let me get this out. I thought I was being clever. I want to be honest, because in my actual playthrough of this, I died to those pits at one point because when I was jumping down it using the actual jump button, they're like some of the ledges have like kind of a out like a what would be the opposite of an alcove, like an outcropping, like a bit of rock that juts out. It has that before the ledge, and I got caught on one of those and it pushed me away from the ledge, and then I died. So that was me thinking I could be clever man. But don't ever think you can be. Why would you do that? That's not a very nice thing to do to a person. I don't know why I'm grabbing the... I think it was that one right there. That little outcropping, it pushed me. It pushed me, okay? It pushed me. Alright, this one is a crapshoot. Alright? I will admit that this right here, what I'm about to do is a bit of a crapshoot. Basically, if you exit out the game and reload it, it resets the enemy's AI, like puts them back to their like spawn locations. And in the video I watched, the guy that I watched, he said to do this, but you don't actually have to do it. It's really just a crapshoot, because you can rest at a site of grace. Okay, now what the fuck am I doing? Okay. But if an enemy is near you when you're at the site of grace, you can't activate it. Like, you can't sit down at it, which is pretty much the same as it was in all Souls games, but it's a little more, a little less strict in this one. I don't know why I have Dragon increased, but that's fine. Okay. Now, Ash of War, all the Catan, nice resolve, quality. Alright. Now we're going back. And I could do this through, it's quicker to press triangle to bring up the list and then just memorize like the amount of, since you're not supposed to activate a lot of sites of grace, there won't be many in the list. So doing it by just hitting triangle and memorizing like what button inputs will get you to the ones you're supposed to travel to is obviously a lot quicker. It's obvious. Obvious what we're doing here. It's obvious. Alright, where is that fucking thing? It's over here somewhere. There you are, I see you. I see you, buddy. I see you there. Shaking that thing. Just waiting to pull me in. Man, I'm not gonna attempt to do what I've attempted to do a few times because even though I should have no trouble with it, it still doesn't end well for me. See, up through here, if you look to the left there, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I want to live on the, wild side. There, we did it. We did it. We did it. Doing that is quicker than activating that illusory wall because it takes a moment to disappear. Okay, 1, 2, and 4. Then strengthen. We want to get you up. Yeah. Okay. Now we're going back. Actually, you know, we gotta activate EG's Side of Grace, don't we? Because we gotta come back to you in a bit. Almost forgot that. Almost forgot that. But that little bit of jumping across those rocks, like, I would do that, and then for some reason, like, all of a sudden, I wouldn't do it. And it was so, I don't know why. I'm just gonna put, no, I'm not, no. Do I have to buy anything else? In this thing? I don't know. I said never mind. If I lose my shit, I lose my shit. It says to level your shit once, so I leveled it once. I do what the fucking guide tells me. I follow the rules, motherfucker. Okay, put you here and you here. This is another one that's a bit of a crapshoot, depending on just what attacks they decide to use. But I think I've only died to them like once or twice. You run through this shit so quick that the fucking level hasn't even loaded in. It's crazy. Fuck. You do that. There we go. Oh yeah, I can't do the... Can't remember if I'm supposed to activate this. God, my fucking handwriting is bad. My handwriting is bad. It's bad. Guys, did you know that my handwriting's bad? That should be fine. Everything here is just fine. First time I did I was learning this, I went up there, up the hill to the left because I wasn't paying attention close enough to the video. And I like got like all the way up there to the top, and then I was watching the video like, why am I not seeing what's in the video? I'm stupid. Got some bears here to avoid, but that shouldn't be a problem. I want to stick to the side. Bears don't like walls, so they tend to avoid them. That's like a little known nature fact for you. Little known nature fact for you. And we're gonna go here. We're gonna activate it, and we're gonna rest to get rid of the poison. And then I'm gonna run out here, and we're gonna go. Nope. I'm gonna run out here and go back to the belfries. We're going back to the belfries. Back to the belfries. We're going back to the belfries. We're going back to the belfries. One of the times that I was practicing this, I got to this part, and it said there was no key in my inventory when I tried to use it. I'm like, what? It turned out that I was trying to do it so fast that I opened the chest up there and just fucking just ran. I opened the chest and I just walked away. Didn't actually grab the item out of it. Alright. Now, we go back to the Poifuma's grotto. quit the game. Because apparently the part of the grotto that you land on, that it puts you on, doesn't count as stable ground. So it does the unstable ground thingy. But since it's glitch out, doesn't know which coordinates is what, it sends you to the default coordinates. And this is dangerous. This is a dangerous spot. Because at this point, this is like the last level of the game. So at this point, like, if anyone hits you, you're gonna die in like one hit. That's what's gonna happen. We don't go out there. I should probably grab that side of Grace just in case. Grace just in case. Grab the Grace just in case. Ooh, ooh. Gonna grab the Grace just in case. The Grace just in case. Ooh, ooh. Grab the Grace just in case. Grab the Grace just in case. Yep. Use a dragon. You're one of the dragons I don't like. You'll probably, this video will probably be up before any of that is like a factor. Before, like, there's a chance for me to mention. But I don't like those dragons. They annoy me because they're not the big ones. See, the super big dragons, the super chunkers, the chunky chunkers, those dragons you can lock onto their legs and really get some good hits in on their legs. But the other ones, you can't hit the legs. Okay. Okay. That's okay. I let you smack me. And I use... Why did I use the Ceruleans? I was still switched to the Ceruleans from before. I remember. I remember. Do you remember? I remember. Cat guy jumps out, but you can be a sneaky fucker. You can be a sneaky fucker. So you would drop down here. And then you want to drop down here. This guy's a dangerous man. Because sometimes he hit you. He's dangerous. He's dangerous. He's a secret agent man. Secret agent man. Okay. Nope. Utilizing the menu to quickly do this is better if you actually hit the right buttons. Who would have thunk it? Alright. Now we're gonna go over here. It's kind of funny to like see like the game like trying to keep up with the progress you're making by like spawning in NPCs, and but then other things haven't progressed yet. Oh yeah, I gotta use my... we go. And we need a 8 from you. Then back to the blacksmith. Ooh, ooh, back to the blacksmith. Did you take me for dead? Did you take... Yep. Yeah, you did. You always take me for dead. That's just how you are. You're just like that. Now we need to go back to the transept, I think. Yeah. Now, I guess this is the part where like, if you've been savvy, if you've been paying attention, you will have realized that at the beginning of the video, I mentioned that I wanted to see if I could get my, I don't know why I'm able to level this more than they did in the video, but fine, whatever. That's fine. I think it probably varies by, like, little enemy deaths. Like, there's probably some RNG there that, now, unfortunately, like, as I said, even if you don't know the run, you can probably guess that with me having 5 minutes left on the clock. Now, granted, if I really practiced this, like, really trained it and, like, really practiced the route, I could probably do a lot of it quicker. Like, there's little things like Sights of Grace that I activated for safety, or various stuff like that. But here's the problem. I can't fight these guys. Now, you're probably saying, oh, well, that's so pathetic. It turns out that the one part of the speedrun that actually requires some fucking skill, you can't do. How fucking pathetic. No. This is why, if you remember earlier, I mentioned that there's two categories run, including, like, these weird zip glitches that, like, launch you across the map, and then one category that doesn't. And they separated it because it's hardware dependent. Yep, there it goes, see? Did you see me stomp and nothing actually came out? Look at that little bit in the corner. Oh, that one did one. See, what you're seeing is something that I did not know about when I started training for this. Because none of the guides and none of the walkthroughs and none of the many things I read mentioned it. But you can only do this speedrun on PC. Now, to be fair, I'm not a speedrunner. So, like, if I was actually part of the community, I'd probably know that. Maybe, like, there is kind of, like, an unspoken, or, like maybe even spoken, just not in circles that I would know. That one didn't work. That one didn't work. That one did not work. I can get a little bit better luck if I stand up on these graves. I can get slightly better odds of it actually fucking doing what the move is supposed to do. So it seems... Yep, there. That one didn't work. And now, I'm gonna set the controller down because I got 3 minutes left, so I'm done trying this. It's hardware. Like, that's why I mentioned it's kind of funny that the zip glitch is in a separate category, because it's very hardware dependent and not easily replicatable. Because apparently being able to actually utilize... And here's the thing. I get that the Hoarfrost Stomp is OP and broken, and that's the whole reason I had to downgrade and go through all that shit to get my version downgraded, because they nerfed it in a patch. And a lot of speedrunners were upset about that, but honestly, I think they need to get over it, because that just means you got to find a new strat. And, like, like, the game just released. The game just fucking came out. How sad would it be if the prime strategy was found and then just, like, that's what the strategy was until the end of time? Like, look how long it's taken for, like, Super Mario 64 to evolve over the years. Don't you want the same for this? So, honestly, I think it's just, like, a lot of the people I saw, like, bitching about it, like, when I was looking at the guide and I saw people bitching in the comments and stuff, it's like, I think a lot of it's just they're salty that they might have to, like, learn a new strat, or, you know, it's fine. It's fine. You know, speedruns are tend to be separated by patch version for a reason. So there's going to be a speedrun version for patch 1.02 where the Hoarfrost Stomp works and is, like, super OP. Like, you saw how quickly it took down those abductor versions. That's when it's working the way it's supposed to. But something about the uneven terrain here combined with my frame rate, because in the speedrun video I watched, it did it every single time he used it. It did the full cone, like the full... Look, even in here. Look at that. I just did it twice. One time it didn't work. One time... Okay, that time only a little bit came out. That time all of them came out. That time all of them came out. That time nothing came out. All of them came out. Like, it's very... And in the arena... Oh, that time nothing came out. Well, actually, I think because I'm out of cerulean tears. But in the arena, that time nothing came out until over there. So it's very inconsistent. Now, to be fair, I threw my head against those guys for like 3 hours when I discovered it wasn't working properly, and I was able to get them down to like maybe a third of their health bar. So it is doable. Like, if you get lucky with your stomps and make sure you only stay in the spots where it seems to do it more often correctly. But the problem is that wouldn't be feasible for a speedrun, especially one where I'm limited to an hour recording, which is the whole reason I did this, to see if I could get it under an hour. So unfortunately, I can't do this speedrun, which is fine. Like I was saying, there's probably some unspoken thing in the community, or not even unspoken, where people, it's like just a well-known fact that you should do it on PC because, like, the frame rate limitations of consoles cause problems. That's probably a thing. I will admit that doing this has been fun up until the frustration of this part, like learning all those little strategies. Like, I've talked in the past about how much I enjoy platforming challenges more than boss battles. So it does make me think I might look into some other PS4 games I have, maybe some PS4 exclusives I have, and check out the speedruns for those and see if there's anywhere I could feasibly get it under an hour. But anyway, that'll do it. I hope you enjoyed seeing me make it at least this far. This is actually pretty close to the end of the game. This is pretty close to the end of the speedrun. I'd say I'm like 3/4 through the speedrun. I just got to beat them, beat the Beast Clergymen, use a few glitches to get up to the top of Landel, use a glitch to pass one boss battle, use a glitch to pass another boss battle, and then do the final 2 bosses, which you can use the stomp on them too to basically stun lock them and get through them quickly. So I've done most of the speedrun. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it for what it is. Bye bye.